Hey guys, Swiftfire and Squeaky Sheep here today to show you a little bit about the new support ticket system module that Engine has released for use in the websites. So first things first is to find the module. I haven't really decided on where it's going to be between home or contact. I think I'm going to put it on the contact page. That makes a little bit more sense, and people won't overuse it for tiny little things that they don't need to be using it for. Maybe will deter them from trolling our support ticket system. Anyway, right now it's here on the group battles page. So that's where I'm going to access it. So first things first, if you're going to be looking at your ticket system, you want to locate the module and then click on the tickets admin link here in the bottom. And that's going to bring up this page here. This is the back end for the ticket system. It's fairly easy to understand. They don't use any technical language or jargon or anything like that. It's all very straightforward. You submit a ticket, ticket appears. Person opens ticket, person replies to ticket. And hopefully the resolution is quick and simple. So I've created a few example situations and then created standardized responses for those situations called macros, which you just click on and it fills in the text box and you're all set to go, and it's a very easy and hopefully painless process. Here on the left hand side we have our different types of tickets. We have open, pending, and closed. Think of those like mail that's still in your mailbox, mail that you're looking at, and mail that you've thrown in the trash, right? So whenever a ticket is submitted, it's originally going to go to pending tickets. It's in the mailbox, right? No one's looked at it, no one's opened it, no one's worked on it. So the second that you click on a pending ticket, it's going to change it to opened. And then you can reply or talk to the person as you need be inside the ticket system. So my first example is going to be something where an extended repair is needed. So maybe Engine updates their mobile app and it totally breaks the website, and we have to change all of our HTML modules to work with the new website, right? That's not something that, yes, it's kind of Engine's fault, but at the same time we need to update our stuff to fit their new standard. So that's an extended repair example. So here I'm talking to myself. Of course, everybody knows Broken Squeaker is my main regular user account so that I can test stuff like this. So I submitted something saying, hey, it takes forever to load, header doesn't show up, generally things are wrong. I've set up the signatures of regular members to be information about them, including their browser, which is pretty handy. I'm really glad they gave us the option to do that, because some people don't even know what browser they're using. And I never would have thought that was possible 2 or 3 years ago, but since working with the public in IT, I've determined just assume they don't know and just make them tell you through automation. So that's what I did. Here, I've responded with a macro. So this is what I was talking about, those standardized responses that are already built that you just click on it and it fills the text box. So this one says, we verified the issue, yada yada. We'll let you know when the repair is complete. It'll be probably pretty obvious since it will show up on the webpage correctly instead of whatever it was doing before. This is where if you wanted to write something personal, or you need more information, or it wasn't a standard situation, it's just like PMing, where you just write something and you hit the reply button. The default is reply is pending because obviously you're waiting for them to send you back. So you don't want to leave the ticket open because you're not working on it. We're waiting for their response. Alternatively, if we wanted to talk in private about the issue between me and Dread or anybody else that decides to work on the website, you can make a private note. This is similar to in the application process where you have the public comments where both the applicant and the administrators can see the notes, and then the private comments where only the administrators can see the notes. It's the same idea. You can also attach a file. So if you want to attach, for whatever reason, a PDF or an image of where they needed to click or something like that, you could do so using that link there. Right now, assignee is automated. Whoever opens it the first time gets assigned it. Now, if you open a ticket and you feel like you don't know how to resolve the issue, you can always assign it to I or Dread, and we get an email telling us, hey, someone has assigned you a ticket, please take care of it. And that way, if you open something and then you're like, oh, no, what have I done? No, I didn't mean to do that. You can just assign it to one of us. We'll get the email and we'll take care of it in a hopefully quick and efficient manner. So this is your basic layout. So for this macro, you'll go to global macros for all the ones that I've created. This is going to be an extended repair, so we're going to put it on the fix-it list. And then when you click on it, there it is. It's the predetermined response that I've created, and then you would just hit reply as pending. I'm going to go ahead and delete that and back out of the ticket so I don't change it. I also did a visual error, so with all the updates that are going to be coming out, hopefully soonish. I know I've been saying that for like a year. I'll show you. So this is like if I update the header and then one of our users is using like, I don't know, Opera 2 or something like super antiquated, and they're like, man, something's wrong. I know you worked on the header and now I can't really use it or click on anything, or maybe it's in 2 lines. You know, they'll send us a ticket and we'll say, hey, you know, on our browser, we're not seeing that issue. Yeah, I know that sometimes if you make a window too small, the menu will go down to 2 lines and things like that. So this way, we can submit the ticket and say, hey, we didn't have the same issue you're having, but can you give us more information? Maybe take a screen capture, and then I provided instructions on how to take a screen capture of the issue that they're encountering, and hopefully that will help us assess and reproduce the environment with which they're encountering the issue. This macro, also under global macros, is going to be called unable to replicate. And this can be used for literally anything that they say, you know, this has happened, this is wrong, it's continually been happening for more than 30 minutes, and it happens even though I've emptied my cache and reloaded. Here's you know, the macro that's going to allow us to say, can you show us your issue instead of tell us your issue? And I feel like a lot of times that definitely speeds along the repair process. And in this same case, you would reply as pending because we're waiting on them to respond. So let's go back. Now I'm going to go to pending tickets. So here in this category, we would have tickets we're waiting on people to respond, give us more information about the problem. Or in this case, in this example, an error that Engine has made that's affecting our website that we obviously can't fix, but we've sent them a ticket to fix. We're going to leave a pending ticket open on our support system that will update when they close their support ticket system and email us and say, hey, we finished working on it, it's fixed. We'll update our ticket to let our members know that it's also fixed. If it's a big issue, obviously we'll probably have a thread or a module about it with blinking lights that says this is broken. You don't need to tell us. We already know. But if that doesn't happen and we get a ticket about it that we have to escalate to Engine, we can say Engine is pending fix. Fortunately, this is not something under the control of the local webmasters, but a ticket has been submitted to Engine support team. When we get a reply from them, we will let you know. And then when we do know from Engine that it has been fixed and repaired, we can do a public reply here, and reply is closed using the drop-down box here, saying that, you know, hey, Engine has fixed the issue. Please let us know if you encounter further problems with, you know, this same issue, even after emptying your cache and restarting your browser or your computer. All right, let's go back. And now we're going to go to closed tickets. I've already got some closed tickets, but the examples are these 2 here. I know that a lot of times we get people who will double post, and maybe they only email 1 leader, you know, and what if that leader's not on for 48 hours? Well, they can submit a ticket, and it'll go to all the leaders. We'll get a pop-up about it, and then whoever's first can just do it, and then we don't have to wait on, they don't have to wait on that leader to do that. So here, ideally, they would give us either a link to the forum or the thread where they double posted, but I mean that may not always happen. And this is a quick close macro. So if we go to macro, global macros, anything that's easy, like I don't have forum posting access, and you know they said they'd given it to me, or someone forgot to add a tag, or I misspelled something in the header, you know, something little like that we can change real quick. We'll just use the quick close macro. It says, you know, we were able to locate the issue and it's been corrected. Thank you. Ticket's closed. And you would make sure and do reply as closed when that filled in up here. Another example, if somehow someone misses the blinking, engines being worked on, the website's being worked on, module on the homepage, when I do graphical things, I do try and remember to post that module up so people know that things are going to be moving around. If someone misses that and submit a ticket and they say, things are appearing and disappearing, and this is gone, and that's here, and this is new, and I don't understand, it's raining squeaky sheep, what is happening? We can send them the global macro website and maintenance, which basically lets them know that a webmaster is working on the issue and gives them the link to the thread where they can update themselves about the changes that are occurring to the websites. And in that case, you would also reply as closed. If you want to go ahead and set your signature for your specific account, I've done mine here. It's very simple. You just go add signature. Text. It's a basic text block signature, so you can put whatever you want to in there. I recommend putting, your rank as well as your friendly name. And I have a little quote because I don't know. Makes us seem more human, I guess, or me, since I'm not as active in the forums as some of the other leaders. But that's pretty much the ticket system. If you have any questions, post below. If the access settings are set wrong and whatever rank of leader doesn't have access to whatever part of the ticket system, please let me know so we can change that. We do have full access over the permissions for this module, so we could pretty much make it anybody do anything or nobody do anything if we wanted to. If you have questions, post below, and y'all have a great night.